What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video we've got the final Battle of Spice video for the season, this time in the Open Master League with 11 insanely spicy submissions. Now I do want to mention, it is definitely hardest to run full spice in the Open Master League, and a lot of the Pokemon featured in today's video will have greatly inferior stats to the Pokemon that they're facing, so in order to win with these Pokemon, you'll often need very good alignment, or you'll need to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. So what I'll definitely say here, having briefly skimmed over these battles already, there are some generational throws from the opponents in this video, but still winning with these Pokemon featured in the video is still incredibly impressive. So with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. What's the spiciest Pokemon you've ever seen showcased in the Open Master League? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, and we've got a full team of Pokemon that still can evolve, but have been chosen not to evolve here. So we've got middle evolutions here. Unfortunately, losing CMP up against a Baxcalibur, which is also a pretty cool pick to see in the Open Master League. We are full sending close combat right off the bat. It does huge damage. Unfortunately, drops the defense, but we still get that Shadow Claw farm down. We're able to get alignment here, and that is huge for us because we've got Magneton. The opponent's got a Ho-Oh in the back, so we're firing off the discharge. Probably grab a shield, and then we're going to swap into our Rhydon. Now Rhydon, of course, unless they're running Solar Beam or Earthquake, we should be able to tank these moves fairly comfortably, despite the fact that we can still evolve into Rhyperior. They do drop our attack, but it doesn't matter as we're full sending the Stone Edge. Stone Edge is going to not be respected by the opponent. We're able to get the KO there. We're committing to another Stone Edge, forcing the opponent to throw their energy pretty much straight away, and the opponent does exactly that. Now we can come back in with the Magneton. We've got a 2-1 shield advantage here, so we're going to shield up the Disarming Voice. They are slightly spammier than us because we are on Volt Switch, but we should be able to reach 2 more Magnet Bombs before they can reach 2 more Disarming Voices. So we're going to use our final shield here, and we should be able to just barely outpace them to the final Magnet Bomb, and from this range, this should easily be enough damage to take out the Florages, and we're able to take that game. So going into the next battle, we've got Shadow Hippowdon into Ho-Oh. So this is actually a fairly good matchup for us. These Weather Balls are going to hit for double super effective damage. Unfortunately, because of the stat product difference, you're going to see Weather Ball only does about 50% of their HP. However, we can still reach another Weather Ball before the opponent throws their first charge move. So Weather Ball number 2 grabs the first shield from the opponent. At this point, we should definitely shield. We should still be able to outpace them to the next move. They go for Sacred Fire there. They then swap into a Tapu Bulu, and we can come in with the Shadow Typhlosion. Of course, this is going to be resisted damage here. They go for Nature's Madness, dropping our defense, but that's okay. We can overfarm here, farming up to near back-to-back charge moves, firing off the Blast Burn. I'm not sure if Thunder Punch would get the KO from that range, so we take no risks. We full send the Blast Burn. They come back in with the Ho-Oh, and is that a CMP tie that we just won up against Ho-Oh? No, I think the opponent just lagged there, which is unfortunate for them. But either way, we are going to let the Brave Bird take us out there. Come in with our Shadow Star Raptor on Gust as well. So dealing big fast move pressure. Unfortunately, getting a few starters here. Not ideal for us. But we're going to shield the opponent. Full sends a Wild Charge there, which means, of course, they debuff their defense. Fly gets the one shot. We can swap straight away into Hippowdon. Snipe with the Rock Weather Ball. And, of course, double super effective. It gets the KO up against the Ho-Oh. And we're able to take that game. Into the next battle, we've got a triple bear theme team here with Ursaluna in the lead up against a Charm Primarina. Now, honestly, Primarina, a bit of a core breaker for the team, but probably best to see it here because, of course, we are only taking neutral damage from the Charms. They have to go for a Hydro Cannon to get the KO here. Unfortunately, they do just barely outpace us to the next charge move, but we can probably shield, and honestly, we might be able to commit to a full tackle farm down. We're going for the farm down, and we get that farm down, which is huge. The opponent's now going to come in with a Gyarados, so we could be on Thunder Punch. We might grab a shield here. Nope, never mind, we don't grab a shield, but we're just going to fire off back-to-back Swifts here. Swift number 2 will get Gyarados into the yellow health range. We tried to commit to another Swift, but unfortunately, they are just barely able to farm us down, but then they make a huge blunder, swapping into Necrozma, and that is absolutely massive for us. We can, of course, just no-shield this. The opponent goes for Dark Pulse. That is resisted damage. If they go for Moongeist Beam, that's double resisted damage. Honestly, it might do more damage. I don't really know, but either way, we are going to probably be no shield once again. It is the Moongeist Beam that does roughly the same damage there, but either way, we come out with the payback loaded. We can fire off the payback, grab the final shield from the Gyarados, swap into Pangoro here, and all we have to do at this point is shield up the charge with, I believe that was a CMP tie. The opponent goes for the Aqua Tail there, absolutely fine with us. We can fire off the Rock Slide, and of course, Rock Slide gonna hit for super effective damage, taking out the Gyarados, and we're able to take that game. Into next battle, we've got a triple Ghost team here, and seeing Yveltal in the lead. So, of course, this is definitely going to be the best equipped Ghost type to take out Yveltal. We've got Counter, of course, hitting for neutral damage. We've got Ice Punch here for super effective, and we're also taking neutral damage from the Dark typing because we are also part fighting. So we go straight for Ice Punch. Ice Punch going to be no-shielded by the opponent, and at this point, we're now going to go for a Rage Fist. Rage Fist is, of course, resisted damage. The opponent shields anyways. We're, of course, going to boost up our attack, and at this point, we can probably commit to a full counter farm down. So again, they go for Oblivion Wing, they swap into Primarina, and we're going to come in with the Gengar. Of course, Gengar is resisting the charm damage. We're going straight for Sludge Bomb here. Sludge Bomb is going to be shielded by the opponent, and they fire off a charge move immediately. So that's actually okay with us. Hydro Cannon will get the KO there. We can wait out the Switch Clock in the full and then come in with our Trevenant. Trevenant, of course, not a very high stat product there, not even reaching 3000 CP, but a Seed Bomb should still be enough damage, hitting for super effective damage here to take up Primarina. And let's see what the opponent wants to do. They come in with a Rhyperior, and that is huge for us. We're actually able to outpace them to the first charge move. They don't make the catch. Seed Bomb actually does not get the KO though, but we come in with Annihilate, and unfortunately losing CMP here. But the opponent goes for Breaking Swipe. Breaking Swipe gets the KO there. Trevenant just barely able to outpace them once again, reaching another Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb takes out Rhyperior, and we're able to take that game. Into next battle, we got a triple Kanto starters theme team here, and this ELO range is the lowest that's featured in the video, but this is not actually technically not true. This is just at rank 18, so of course the trainer doesn't know their ELO, so they just played it safe and said that they're probably below ace rank. But either way, we are going to see a Necrozma in the lead. Definitely not ideal for us. We swap into Blastoise, not having the best time. We do at least resist Sunsteel Strike, but still that's probably going to one-shot us anyways. At this point, we got them reasonably low, so we probably just let the Blastoise go down. They actually go for Dark Pulse this time, which does not get the KO there. But either way, they're able to farm us down. Probably worse for us. We come in with the Charizard, and Charizard is just so squishy in the Master League. So I'm going to shield up the Sunsteel Strike, go for that Fire Spin, farm down. They're going to come in with a Dragonite. We farm up to back-to-back Dragon Claws here, but honestly, it's not looking too good for us. Dragon Claw grabs the shield. We swap into Venusaur, and what the heck is the opponent doing here? They swap into Xerneas. Why would they do that? They had such a great matchup with the Dragonite. Now they swap into Xerneas, and unless they're running like Giga Impact, we should be absolutely fine here. Completely walling the energy. We can actually just commit to a full Vine Whip farm down here. Come out with maybe even back-to-back Sludge Bombs already loaded to take out this Dragonite. So let's see. We are going to go straight for Sludge Bomb number 1 here. Not throwing at the best timing. Hopefully we can still reach Sludge Bomb number 2. And actually, looking at that damage here, we are going to need another charge move from the Charizard. So we swap straight away into Charizard. Go straight for the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw gets the KO there. And of course, we're able to take that game. So going into next battle, we see Shadow Salamence into a Necrozma. We're going to say swap into Ampharos, so I'm guessing we're not on Fire Fang there. But either way, Ampharos, of course, going to have Brutal Swing for coverage. Brutal Swing going to grab a shield from the opponent. You can see a huge difference in the CP from the Shadow Ampharos compared to the Necrozma. They go for Sunsteel Strike. Once again, that is resisted damage, but it would probably take us out anyways. We farm up to back-to-back Brutal Swings. We're going to grab both shields from the opponent, and you will finally see the Brutal Swing connecting here. Unfortunately, Brutal Swing doesn't really do that much damage, but it puts them into range where hopefully we can just farm them down with either Pokemon. I'd say probably come in with the Salamence anyways. Coming in, and the opponent swaps into a Palkia. Now we are going to commit to the fly. Unfortunately, losing CMP there, or the opponent did just throw at good timing just before we reach the charge move, but we're going to go and fire off the fly anyways. But we're going to undercharge this. That is a really nice undercharge because it puts them into perfect Powder Snow farm down. And let's see, the opponent's going to come in with a Kyogre. Of course, if they're running Thunder, this is probably going going to be game over, but we are full sending the Earthquake, and you can see Earthquake from a Shadow Wall Rain does about 50%, probably less than that, to the Kyogre, and unfortunately, they would outpace us to the next charge move, so we settle for an Icicle Spear. The opponent finally firing off energy here. The opponent has farmed up so much, they go for Surf there. We come back in with the Salamence, and they don't throw a charge move. They definitely had enough energy for another Surf, but for whatever reason, I guess they were trying to farm up to like a Blizzard or something. We're able to get the Dragon Tail farm down, and we're able to take that game. Into next battle, we're going to see a Dialga in the lead with our Aggron, and I assume we're on, like, SmackDown there. Otherwise, that would have been a fairly neutral matchup for us. We're going to swap, and the opponent comes in with their Palkia up against our Fairy type. That is a very interesting swap, but either way, we're going to see Aqua Tail coming through. We actually do tank that fairly well. Dragon Breath, of course, going to be double resisted. We can go straight for the Play Rough once again, grabbing both shields from the opponent. The opponent is going to throw on very good timing here, throwing just before we reach Play Rough number 3, but we're gonna shield. Play Rough probably gets the KO from this range, so let's see. Play Rough actually doesn't quite take them out, but one more Fairy Wind does the job. They then come in with the Necrozma. We're gonna come in with the Aggron, and yes, you can see it is, of course, running SmackDown there. We're gonna no-shield this. The opponent just baits with a Dark Pulse. Huge call for us. We're now gonna swap into Annihilate, and we're gonna no-shield the first charge. If the opponent goes straight for Iron Head there, again, not full sending the nuke, and we are going to capitalize. Now we can boost up our attack, going for the Rage Fist. Rage Fist is going to get the farm down before they reach another charge move, and of course this is going to hit for double super effective damage. We are boosted. Rage Fist does huge damage. It actually doesn't get the KO though, but we can come in one more SmackDown with the Aggron, farms them down, and we're able to take that game. Now going into next battle, we've got a triple Tapu team. I apologize about the quality of this video. This is just how it was sent to me, so unfortunately it is like barely visible, but the opponent's going to go for a Moonblast there. We're going to go for the I forgot what it's called. Nature's Madness there, up against the Florges, of course. Guaranteed debuff to their defense. We are going to shield this up as the opponent goes for another Disarming Voice there. We can just about, after shielding that, reach another Nature's Madness. Nature's Madness grabs the final shield. And at this point, we're going to come in with the Tapu Fini. It's unlikely that they're on Petal Blizzard, so we're going to no-shield this as the opponent is going to fire off a Moonblast there. So we are going to now overfarm in this matchup, swap, catch the next charge move onto Tapu Lele as the opponent just goes for a Disarming Voice this time. They swap into Palkia, and this is actually fine with us, of course. Another Fairy type. We got triple Fairies on the team, so Palkia not really got anywhere to run, so we're going to shield up the Aqua Tail, overfarm here, throw the Nature's Madness just before they reach the next Aqua Tail. Nature's Madness gets the KO from that range, and let's see, the opponent's going to come in with a Landorus, and because we overfarmed there, we're able to reach another Nature's Madness. Nature's Madness gets them very low. We are going to swap snipe with the Tapu Fini before they're able to react. Nature's Madness takes out the Landorus there, and they come back in with the Florges. They will reach a last second charge move, but it doesn't really matter. We've put them into a range where Astonish should be able to get the KO up against the Florges, and we're able to take that game. So going into the next battle, we got Pangoro into Zacian. So this is an awful matchup for us. We're going to say swap into a Shadow Snarl Luxray. And by the way, both the Shadows on this team are 100% IV Shadow Pokemon, which is very cool. And also very cool that I've also got a Shadow Luxray 100%, wow, 100% IV, powered up to level 50 for the Open Master League. Although I've actually never used it in the Open Master League because it's just not very good. You can see, we're happy to take a screenshot of the crunch damage landing there. That is very interesting. We're going to come back in with Pangoro. No shield here. Unless they're on Dragon Pulse, we completely wall the energy here. And we're going to overfarm, fire off a Night Slash just before they reach the next move. Night Slash gets the KO there. We're going to swap immediately into our Shadow Charm Gardevoir. And you guys know, I'm not a massive fan of Charm. Actually, one of the biggest Charm haters that there is. So, not really ideal seeing this in a Battle of Spice. But it is a 100% IV Shadow Gardevoir, which is cool. We are going to go straight for Triple Axel. Triple Axel going to be shielded by the opponent, and the opponent's going to get a massive quick attack farm down here. Honestly, I can't see how we win this game here, but we're going to shield unless they're just, for whatever reason, not at back-to-back charge moves, which I guess they're not, otherwise they would have thrown it. We can go for close combat, get the KO there, and we're able to take that game. But again, I feel like they should have at least had back-to-back wild charges there. But into the next battle, we've got a triple grass starter theme team. The opponent's going to say swap into a Xerneas, and we're actually choosing to stay in here. Very interesting. We've got Venusaur, which would completely wall them. However, maybe predicting that they're running Rhyperior double fairy, so maybe saving the Venusaur for the other fairy. But either way, we're going to come in with the Sceptile, gonna no shield. They go straight for Moonblast, which does huge damage there, but we can respond with a Frenzy Plant, and Frenzy Plant should, of course, be enough damage to get the KO here. And let's see what the final Pokemon is. It's going to be a Primarina, so that's fine with us. We've, of course, got 2 Pokemon that are going to do very well in this battle, and the opponent realizing already that there's just nothing they can do there, so they just concede the match. Now going into the final battle of this video, leading Vaporeon into a Kyogre. So, of course, not great for us, but if they're not on Thunder, then we do at least resist everything they can throw, and the fact that they swap out there probably indicates that they're not running Thunder. So we're going to go straight for Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail going to be no-shielded by the opponent. We don't throw it on the best timing there, but we're going to go straight for Aqua Tail number 2. Aqua Tail is going to be no-shielded once again, and because the opponent continues to overfarm, we're able to reach a 3rd Aqua Tail and actually grab a shield advantage in this matchup. The opponent's still going to have to fire for Charge Move there. You can see they're probably trying to commit to a farm down, but not able to do so. We come in with Beware. Honestly, not a very comfortable farm down for us because both our Pokemon in the back only have resisted fast move damage. We're just going straight for Superpower. Superpower is going to be connecting. It gets the KO. We swap into Shiftry straight away. And at this point, we are going to no-shield. The opponent just goes for a Surf there, but that still does huge damage to the Shiftry. We will be able to land a Leaf Blade, but unfortunately, Leaf Blade is just not going to cut it here. So we do reach Leaf Blade number 2. We've grabbed their final shield here. Leaf Blade will be connecting, but it doesn't really put them into farm down range either for the Beware, so it's not looking too good for us. But we're going to no-shield this Charge Move anyways. The opponent fires off the Surf there. We are going to see the opponent's going to swap into Necrozma, and this is huge for us because now, of course, we're taking double resisted Shadow Claw damage. Honestly, they're probably better off staying in with the Kyogre there, but now we can shield this up as the opponent fires off the Dark Pulse. We can commit to a full Shadow Claw farm down, coming out with the Superpower loaded, and from this range up against the Kyogre, Superpower gets the KO, and we're able to take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to take your support even further, you can now become a channel member with perks including early access to new videos, shoutouts at the end of each video, custom loyalty badges, and custom emojis to use in the comments. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has already become a channel member. Your support is greatly appreciated, and with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.